Oh, ba-bum. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the sound test room this evening for the live stream. Now, I am just going to do the usual, get to my video so I can see the stream. I think Dave is here, the aardvark guy, already. Yes, one watching so far, it says. Just let me get on the stream and I will be with you in a sec. So, here we go. To watching now. Hello. Hello. Hi, Dave. Now, the other person watching could be me. Okay, so I don't. Did you watch the? Let's see. A can listen without. I've ordered it. It's on YouTube via telly, so there is a lag. Won't be a contributor because I'm having a bit of eyes over. Oh well, then hello, Dave, and welcome along anyway. Sonic Neutron. Oh, brilliant. Yes, double. Well, it's the same thing actually, Sonic. It's what happened to that track this morning. Let me explain for anyone else who's watching, and please at some point can someone just say if you can hear me okay before I get into this thing. So this morning. I thought, Mitch is here. It's better to play. No, it's Super Dog. Thanks, Mitch. So 8 people watching. So this morning, I don't know if anyone watched here, but I did a video. I wasn't really sure what to do when I got up this morning. So I thought, well, working on me and Colin now working on and you just started working on a new album. So hi, Stephen's here. Started working on a new album, so I thought, well, I know it might be interesting for some people if I took them through the kind of recording process of a track. And it was quite a long video, half an hour. I guess this will be about half an hour as well, this stream, something like that. But I got as far as these 2 tracks here to see that as soloed, and then I spent then I made a video for the patrons. For an app thing, and then I spent the rest of the afternoon adding small bits and pieces to this as well because I really got into it. What I did is I got out the Yamaha Mo DX and started adding percussion and some sounds from that. So what I'm left with now is what's here. So this is what we're going to kind of break down and go through where I added to it from today. But if you didn't watch today's video, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to play the little beginning bit here, and actually all I had was these 2 bits here, which were kind of chopped up, and then I just kind of froze them, froze the track, and then so I've got one piece of audio. So all I had in reality was, let me just switch my crayon on so I can point and things, was these 2 blobs here. And then everything else I added this afternoon. So you can kind of see that I kind of doubled up this one and this again here and here. And then started building up around that track. So this is what we have now. The most important thing to... Oh, thanks, Melvin. The most important thing to remember here is that you are listening to this in mono. And really, this has now been... I've been mixing this today, obviously, in stereo. So it's not going to sound as good as it actually does sound, but I'm hearing what you're hearing, so I'm hearing the mono feed. So you have to kind of understand this. So this is more or less not, oh wow, that's fantastic sound quality, because trust me, it is. But more or less what I did to the track and how what was already there had inspired me to do what the rest of it was in. So let's just play this first little part here. And this is what we had this morning. This is the click, by the way, that's always been there. And you can see I've pasted it for ages. But you won't need to go back and watch today's video to make sense of this. So this is what I recorded this morning for the YouTube video. that was it. That was all I had. And then the next thing that I put in was what I decided to do was extend these two parts to come in after two bars. So if I put the click back in so you can hear what I mean, once it goes from the end here, you'll hear it'll count 8 times, and then it'll go into this section here. But then I also added this kind of, I don't know what you really call it, like a kind of ambient bass drum type thing. So it'll just hang on a sec. I'm not going to play all of that, but. And then it starts again. But obviously, at that point now, I'm into the track. So next thing I added was this here. So we'll play it now with this piece added. Nice, nice, eh? That big boom. Sorry, so you just add as an AV3 and you're off and away. Yes, okay, thought that might be some. It needs to be freezed unless it's hosted in audio bus. I tend to, none of this was a UV3 actually, but I tend to freeze everything anyway. So there we go. So we have this kind of thing, and on its own, it's just just that. But added to these two. So it's starting to progress quite nicely. At this point, I've got kind of the length of it so far. Now, bearing in mind, this is a Doug and Colin track, so it will go on further and it will have different sections and stuff. It's progressive. But what did I add next? Well, it's quite possible I added this next. I'm not really sure what that is, but I don't think I added that or that. That was definitely last. Track 8 was definitely last. That was some percussion. This is a lead thing, which I'm mega happy with. So it would have been not that. It would have probably been this. So let's see what happens when we add this one. I'll take it from there. So you see, it starts to progress along quite nicely, and I think it sounds really nice. So the next part I added was my lead bit down here, which I'm super happy with. I really liked the way that worked out, sort of thing. So let's say what's everyone talking about? AV3s. You can do it like that. So yeah, you can. You can just record in, and you can record with AUM as well. It'll record each track separately, stems, and save them in audio share. You can put them wherever you like. Then I may have lost track of what's been said here. Right. So that's what I got. Now this lead bit here, I'm really, really happy with this. So for the sake of continuity, we'll play what I've got and then play up to. Actually, no, I'll just go from there because otherwise it'll bore you. So we'll go from the bit where it breaks. So I really like that lead bit. No pitch bend, nice bit. Yeah, no. Do you know what? I'm not kidding. It must have took about 10 takes to get it exactly right, the way I wanted it right. Although I had the pitch bend set correctly, to bend up two semitones, but to get it right and is a an audio recording, and I did it a few times and it was okay, and I thought, well, could get it better and better. So I eventually ended up doing that. Now the next part I added, so there's only two other parts that I added today, and one of them is this part here. So we can actually drop in the percussion now, and drop the whole thing in. So actually, we can just do that. We'll play the whole thing, and you'll hear the bits, and then I can show you these separately. This sounds really nice as a part that goes into that second section as well. So kind of once the actual um, once the once the actual basis of the track has been written, the theme is down and recorded. The rest of the track, I know it sounds a bit mad, but the rest of it then writes itself. If you listen to it over and over again, if you're ever listening to classic songs, I don't know, anything, and you think, God, how did they think of that brilliant hook there? Because they'll have listened to that track in the studio like a gazillion times, and they'll go, oh, that might sound good there. But that's how you do it, You just listen to it a few times and you think, what could you know sound good there? Or you can hum bits and pieces over. I was humming bits and pieces over it this morning, and Joe shouted up, Doug, what's the matter? Is someone strangling a cat? Because I can't sing, and God knows what it sounded like because I couldn't hear it. Anyway, so let's play what we've got so far. Like, this is the entire thing finished so far of what I had today, without the click track. I carried on banging the key for this because I didn't know where I was going to go with it. So I'll probably add something to that. It doesn't actually sound as spacey in stereo. It's weird. It's just that everything's processed in mono through blinking YouTube. Anyway, or at least the iPhone. Now, I want the bells yet crotales. You can't get enough. You can't have enough good crotales. Crotales are the best, and they bite through everything, but they just kind of don't work with everything. You know what I mean? There's a little part of this just because of the resonance of it. It doesn't sound right. So I might actually chop it out, but not the first part. I really like this bit, but the crotale. Well, let's see the actual section sounds like. That's really nice. So soloed. What was the motivation for the track? Rustic said. No, it's not Drum Jam. No, it was Cameron MODX. Um, the track is called Exit Stage Left. It's a track that's going to be on the next Doug and Colin album, which is going to be called The Grand Theatre, which the theme in that album is all theatrical. Theatrical. Yes, it's all very theatrical. Yes, it is. I may play you the other track, the longer one, the one that my parts are finished with. But you see, the thing with this is, I'm working on my bits at the moment, and we've only just started this, so this still has to go over to Colin, and it may be ready for him to have now, and he may add another complete new section. He'll probably add bits and pieces to this. He'll probably put some heavy metal on it, because that's what he does. But yeah, so the crotales and the tabla sound really, really nice. I did put quite a lot of. I've frozen everything now for CPU's sake, but I think on this, I did put some what's it, reverb, the new one from Aurea. Now, let me just also now, I'm just going to do this. I want to just play you the solo on its own. I'm really happy with this. That synth there. That synth there is probably probably a synth that'll be here for about 5 days. It's if any of my patrons know that a friend of mine lent me his absolutely ancient Waldorf Blofeld keyboard, which weighs about, I don't know how heavy it weighs, but it hurts me back to pick it up. Anyway, I played it the other day. Anyway, if you're a Patreon, you'll know the story. But that was just the sound from that because I happened to have it on the table at the time. I was playing with it, and I thought, oh, that's a quite a nice sound. It is. It's a nice sound. Probably so. It'll probably never. Is it the blood? No, no. You can get a desktop. No, I know, I know. It's too old. It's too old for me. And it's just. This is the keyboard version, and it's just it's too heavy. But I've got to be honest with you. It's one of the most beautiful synthesizers, sound-wise, I've ever played in my life, and I've never. The key bed is incredible. It's the best key bed of any keyboard I've ever played, ever, without a doubt. And that's better than the Mo DX. It's better than, well, any of the other keyboards I've ever had. It's just amazing, amazing. So yeah, so there's that sound. So that's kind of what the completed thing so far sounds like. And then I guess it's gonna expand at some point. If anyone wants to see the Mo DX demo, I don't mind demoing it. I'm going to demo it for the patrons, but I don't mind demoing it. It's not going to be here long. I guess he'll want it back. You know what I mean? Because he's a gigging musician. Although to be fair, I don't know if he actually uses it live anymore. It was in his room, sort of behind some stuff. you know how our studios are all messy. Anyway, I went through all that on Patreon. But anyway, so here's the thing. So I'm going to show you now. Here's a track that it's called Periactus, and this is another theatrical track for the theatrical album. You see, it's quite a large project, and this project has only just started. This is everything without Colin. Colin now has this, so he will add his bits to this. So you can see how things kind of build up and get bigger and bigger. So this is all my bits, and then Colin's bits. Colin will add bits in this, and I will say that I played everything on this, and what sounds like guitars is guitars. I played real bass guitar, real guitars, and a real acoustic. So, and I don't very, very often do that because I'm not very good, but I am genuinely trying to improve my guitar skills. So this has gone over to Colin, but I shall play it you if you're interested, since it's one of those sessions. Can more people strike the like, please? Strike that like. I thought Blofeld was the geezer, and well, he is. He is. That's the thing, you see. And funnily enough, looking through the presets, loads of them are named after Bond stuff. Right, I don't know. I've never tried, but I might do. Right. Anyway, so here we go. Here is this track. If you're interested in hearing it, I'm gonna play it for you anyway. So this track is called Periactus, and what a periactus is it even goes back as far as ancient Greece. You see, we research people. We research our albums, and it gives us inspiration. And a periactus is the stage where, if you see a piece of scenery, but then that can actually revolve and rotate around the stage, so it appears to be something else, and then revolve a bit more, and it's something else. Very clever. That's a periactus. This is what this track is called, and I shall play it for you now. Let me just adjust volumes accordingly as we go. So that is that. So that's gone over to Colin. And trust me, it sounds loads better in stereo. And of course, uncompressed in, wave format. Format. Yes, yes. So that's exit stage left. There's some other bits and pieces I'm messing around with. Nothing. I don't know what that one is. That's a thing from. Nothing. Oh, that's good. Do you want to listen to this one? This is a classic. I can tell you. I can tell you right now that you'll never hear nothing like this. Hey, the best sound in the world is the best sound ever. The sound of silence. The best sound ever. And what's got was I did do some bits that I thought, well, messing around with these would be okay. Oh yeah, this one's all right. Actually, it just goes along like this and doesn't change until it gets to here. And I don't really know what to do with this bit. I programmed this loop. And I thought to myself, when I listened to it back, I thought, God, it's Thunderbirds, man, it's Thunderbirds. Of course, it's not Thunderbirds. But blinking sounds like it. No, Tom said it's not our tightest time, and no, Tom, you're absolutely right. Exactly what I wanted. Sloppy. Do you know what I mean? I wanted it sloppy. Sloppy, so that's what we got. Everything has a purpose. I can tighten everything up to the millionth degree if I wanted to. Got to keep it real, Tom. Got to keep it real. What's the matter with the timing on this one? Hey. To be honest, if there are any timing issues, Colin will fix them because he does anyway. Even if I want them fixed or not, he'll just come back. He'll just fix them all. And to be honest with you, on the big long track, some parts may actually get dropped off and redone and adjusted. It's kind of in its very early stages yet. What's this one here? Again, this is another one of those things that you just kind of mess around with the Pro-C on this one. So I don't know, there's a Mito synth here as well. Let's see what this is. So yeah, I mean these are like we always end up with a ton of bits and pieces, and then they start to get constructed. Like the exit stage left one alone we've just done, it's pretty much ready to go over to Colin. Actually, there's not really a lot else I really want to add to that from what's already there, and he won't be able to put too much over this. It's already quite dense, so I guess that it'll be extended, and then what will happen is it'll come back to me and I'll mix it properly. Spend a couple of days mixing everything properly. And then it will all get mastered correctly and sent back to Colin. And the masters will then get uploaded to Bandcamp, as an album sort of thing. So, yeah, everything sounds much better in the end. We don't tend to let absolute dross go out. we try and keep it good, people. We try and keep it good. Yeah, so, I mean, and Colin's quite fussy as well, probably fussier than me. I tend not to be too precious, about music. But, it's nice to get it right. It's nice to get it right. But the best thing is to try and get it right as you record the things, otherwise it all tends to get a bit dodgy, later on, because you'll be thinking, oh, how can I fix that now? How can I fix that? But, yeah. Brilliant. It's all good fun, isn't it? There is this track here. There is some biffy timing bits. Actually, and I can't remember where's what it could be. Is it tracks? No, it could be. Hang on. So I've had it loads now. It all sounds all right to me. I don't know. Sounds all right. Let's see. I have to say, save most, especially if I spend 2 to 3 hours. Once it's gone forever. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I agree. We stay with one project until it's completed. We do. Um, have you seen our Bandcamp? I'll show you. YouTube. Um, let's see. Bandcamp. Oh, I'll do bank. I'll do. Doug Woods and Colin Powell. Doug Woods and Colin Powell Bandcamp. Ta-da! There it is. There are all our albums. There's our latest one, Angels. Angels. There's Lily's Gone Mad. David Leonelli was on Lily's Gone Mad. Vikings, our last one. And look, it's Sally Castor, our first album, the one that started it all. And then we tend to do themed albums because we're like concept albums. So there was the Haunting of, and then folklore about folklore, and then 7 days. It's 7 tracks of about 10 minutes each track, relaxation stuff. Then about space, and then there was the astronomers, and then there was the dark side of the pen, which was all about horror fiction writers. And then we did the last will and testament, the last will and testament of Walter Canterbury, and then Sally Castor 2, and then we did the first Denks and Clade album. We did an album particularly pleased with this, the American Highway Suite, Darklands and Strange Days. I'll play you this track again. You're going to hear this in Bandamp. You're going to hear this in mono, but gives you an idea, sort of thing. I hope the volume won't be too loud. We'll see. Yes. Cool beans. And welcome to Late Night Radio. It's the Doug and Colin radio show. Yeah, I mean, this video was really just about that track, but I mean, since I'm here, I might as well go on. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to hear Colin sing? We did an album. We did an album because we both have a love for radios, and it was called Radio. And I'm not sure actually, but I own all these albums, but I played this track so many times on Bandcamp that it wouldn't let me play it anymore. And it said I had to buy it. I said, hey, hang on a minute. So this was a bit of fun. It's only 1 minute, and it's called Mr. Marconi, and it's actually how did we met on air on Audio Bus Forum. That's how we met. Yeah, we've actually met in real life as well, but not only afterwards. Anyway, so here is Mr. Marconi with Colin's marvelous vocals. Actually, they are vocoded, and I'm doing all the not real. It's all keyboards, all the kind of that kind of stuff. This is Mr. Marconi. I actually really love this track.
When you're listening to the radio, thank Mr. Marconi, Mr. Marconi. When you're listening to your favorite show, thank Mr. Marconi, Mr. Marconi. Guglielmo Marconi, Guglielmo Marconi.
That was Mr. Marconi, and funnily enough, Dave Leonelli did some stuff on this album as well, and Joe did some stuff on this album as well. I can find the one of the this is Joe. Joe wrote this. This is Joe not singing, although Joe can sing very, very well. But this is one of, if anyone's still here, I'm amazed anybody's still here. Oh, but it's nice, isn't it? Got a few more minutes. Let's play some music. Play some music I can't get copyrighted for. Let's see. So this is the album. We tried to make it like a radio, so there's adverts and stuff. So you got some tracks play, and then you'll get an advert like this.
Holmes Estate Agents have been a family-run business in Nowhere Town for 30 years. Here at Holmes, we'll make sure that you are guided through all the stages, whether you're buying a property or selling one. We'll even help you with the legal side of things. Holmes Estate Agents pride ourselves on our professional care. We will take the stress out of what can be a stressful time. Holmes Estate Agents, where you don't have to be a detective to know the truth. Call Holmes Estate Agents on 12345678 or come in and see us on the High Street in Nowhere Town.
DWCP Radio.
Playing the hits of yesteryear just for you.
And then it was like a... So it's like a radio show, the album, and that's what it's like. It's like it's just like a radio show. So and then if we go to me, I'm pretty sure. I can play you something from me and Joe if you'd like to hear that. So this is Joe singing. So Joe writes all the lyrics and melodic content, and I just kind of I wrote the music. So how it worked when me and Joe write is I would write the music and then give Joe the track, a basic track, and Joe would write all the lyrics and the words and everything. And yeah, that's how we did it. And this we recorded an awful lot of songs. And this is I'll play you a couple of tracks. I absolutely love this album, but I'll play it. I'll play it. Joe doesn't like this one, but I really like this one. I'll play you this one. It's called Colors. Then I'll play you a couple of others, and but I won't play them all the way through, sort of thing. I'll cut them short. But anyway, but these particular blobber songs are songs about just ordinary life. You know what I mean? So if you're still here now, I hope you enjoyed this as well. And yeah, so this is Joe and me, and yeah, let me just what did I say? Colors. Here we go.
Ribbons of colors, yellows and greens. Look through the trees at the dancing sunbeams. Life's made up of people, some good and some bad. But I want happiness, they can't make me sad. Watching the children running down to the sea, it lightens my heart and fills me with joy. Ribbons of colors, yellows and greens. Look through the trees at the dancing sunbeams. Ribbons of colors, orange and red. Stand in the sunlight and let your wings spread. The wind in my hair and the salt on my lips. So glad I'm alive and life's cup of sip. Colors around me, it's all I can see. Bright and so vibrant, my body's tingling. Good friends that are with me, they make me feel whole. The happiness that surrounds me gives meaning to my soul. For all of life's problems, there's always an answer. Things are easy to work through, just be the thinker. Running, jumping, loving for real. The life that I
So play you another one. I shall play you another. Oh, Colin, you just missed us playing all your stuff. Oh, and you missed me. You missed me showing people about the theatre album. The theatre album. The theatre album. They've all heard the track that you haven't even heard yet. How cool's that? Right. So let's see. What can we do next? So we do this one. This one's called "It Wasn't Right," and we were doing a gig in Spain, right? And that first track I played you, the Colours one. Joe didn't want to sing it live. Really just didn't. Yeah, watch it later. You'll love it. She didn't want to sing it live, and wasn't keen. So she went out to get some lunch or something, and I wrote this in about 15 minutes. You can tell. And then Joe wrote the music in about 15 minutes, and it's just basically it's guitar, bass, and some drums. It's a drum machine, not real drums. And then Joe wrote these lyrics over the top, and it's a cautionary tale, people, about what can happen if you're a nice girl in a nice town and you go to the city and you get messed up with the wrong people.
smoky bars and sleazy guys. I'm usually led and cheap to buy another drink gone. Let's have some fun. Party time's just begun. I don't wanna drink no more. My head's so sore and I'm not push down my top. I can tell them when to stop. High heel shoes, low cut top. My cleavage like a money slot. Sleazy guys that make me bad. That last shot I shouldn't have had. I don't wanna drink no more. My head's so sore and I'm not sure quite what I did last night. I know it wasn't right. I don't wanna drink no more. My head's so sore and I'm not sure quite what I did last night. I know it wasn't right. How did I end up here? My future's path, it was once so clear. A small town girl could do no wrong. The big city lights and the siren song. I don't wanna drink no more. My head's so sore and I'm not sure quite what I did last night. I know it wasn't right. I don't wanna drink no more. My head's so sore and I'm not sure quite what I did last night. I know it wasn't right.
So yeah, it's a cautionary tale, people. Right. So and then so have you ever do you ever get writer's block? So Joe wrote a song about writer's block. You know when you just can't. If you learn, it's not so bad for musicians. Some people think it is, but it's like oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Rick Faven style track. Because you don't drink anymore. That's a wise move. But yeah, it's a cautionary tale not to drink. So there's quite a wide range of music. This track, Hey Diddle Diddle, this is a track about not being able to write songs. Okay, so if you listen to the words, you'll know where Joe was coming from when she wrote it, sort of thing. So Russell, are you listening to this? Yeah. You should chip in. So it's about not being able to write songs. So you'll enjoy this.
Write a song, make it rhyme, keep the music flowing in time. Write a lyric, use some words, try to make it sound absurd. Make it up as you go along, it doesn't matter, 'cause it's your song. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of. Make it sound like a load of bollocks. Put in other than rearranged, your songs will never come out the same. Cross it out and reassess a masterpiece that is a mess. Rip the paper into shreds, this bloody song stuck in my head. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of. Make it sound like a load of bollocks. Begin again from the start. This song's not gonna break any hearts. Gather together what you got. Then remember that this is your final shot, 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 shot. Pen to paper, nose to grindstone, this song's taking far too long. Hang on some dinner, isn't it finished? Let's hope that this one's the winner. Number one on the chart, show that will turn someone blood cold. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of. Make it sound like a load of bollocks. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Hickory dickory dock. Use all the rhymes that you ever thought of. Make it sound like a load of bollocks. So to end it, that is a question Shakespeare had no perception. Liam and Noel have had their album, still pumped out brilliant anthems. Doug and Joe are having a go and will happily take all the wealth it bestows.
So Joe's here. Hi, it's Synth Widow. Synth Widow. Joe, you can pick the next track. Which one would you like to hear? All right. Okay. We got the pause button on my life has broken. Day after day, naughty angel, naughty. It's very naughty. Oh yes, I do the mastering. Yes, yes. My place. Naughty angel. Typical. Typical. This is Naughty Angel, and it's very naughty.
I'm your naughty angel, I'm here, I heard you cry. I've come to show you heaven, your soul I'm going to snap. You can feel me round you, but you're not allowed to touch. I am your naughty angel, and I have you in my clutch. I'll bring you to life, you'll be so surprised by the way you feel. It will seem unreal. I'll bring you to life, you'll be so surprised by the way you feel. It will seem unreal. I'm your naughty angel, I guess you know that now. I know that you've been waiting, I've watched the way you prowl. I'll be here a short time, so you better make it quick. I am your naughty angel, and I'll never miss a trick. I'll bring you to life, you'll be so surprised by the way you feel. It will seem unreal. I'll bring you to life, you'll be so surprised by the way you feel. It will seem unreal. Electricity meets your soul. Watch it spark as you lose control. I know you're wishing you could see me here, but if you did, the magic disappears. I'm your naughty angel, my time is at an end. I hope I helped you somehow, you don't have to pretend. I'll visit again one day, I know you want me to, 'cause I'm your naughty angel, and now you know the truth. I'll bring you to life, you'll be so surprised by the way you feel. It will seem
And then it kind of fades out. Okay, so that was Naughty Angel, and I want to play one more for for a reason. So this is Joe hates auto tune. She just hates it. She doesn't like it and doesn't use it. So I thought, oh, would it be a good idea to do a track and use loads of auto tune on it? But actually, you quite liked it in the end, didn't you? So this is Butterflies, and this is the last one I shall play, and then I shall get off. I've gone on too long looking now. Right, okay. So I'll play this, and this is like auto-tuned, and it's kind of does Joe know what you are doing? Yeah, Joe's in the next room. Joe's in a shop, a workroom, doing arty things. And anyone else can hear you more from our albums, Angels, and the last output. Yes, exactly, Colin. Plug our stuff on the radio. That's the key. So I shall play you Butterflies, and then I shall come back and say ta-ta. And we could do this again sometime if anybody's enjoying. It's quite nice, isn't it? You can play some old Doug and Colin stuff. some more ethnicist stuff. So play Butterflies for you. Anyway, but it's heavily tell her she is amazing. Well, Rustique said you're amazing. She said thank you. Here is Butterfly. I actually like this track, so but it is super synthy and super processed upon. And it kind of drags a bit, so I'll stop it kind of a little bit into it. Okay. Oh no, that's the wrong track. Here we go. Don't be lulled into a false sense of security.
Just like a butterfly, we'll spread our wings and we can fly. We'll spread our wings and we will fly like butterflies. Said the spider to the fly, I'm going to show you something and I think you'll be surprised. Showed it to a ladybird, she couldn't believe her eyes. I can't say what it did to her, but it really made her smile. Just like a butterfly, we'll spread our wings and we can fly. We'll spread our wings and we will fly like butterflies. Just like a butterfly, we'll spread our wings and we can fly. We'll spread our wings and we will fly like butterflies. Standing in the corner, they're like bees round a honey pot. They want to get into my web, but I told them I'm too hot. The ladybird has lost the spots and is crying out for more. But in the dark, the spider lurks and is ready for the show. Just like a butterfly, we'll spread our wings and we can fly. We'll spread our wings and we will fly like butterflies. Just like a butterfly, we'll spread our wings and we can fly. We'll spread our wings and we will fly like butterflies. Just like a butterfly.
So, and it kind of just repeats at the end. It is kind of like a disco-y dance track. Yes, it is. I don't know. You'd have to ask her, but she doesn't like to do much singing nowadays. But she might do. Hey, So I'm going to play one more because I'm enjoying myself now, and there's still a few people watching. If anyone wants to hear another one, I have a deep affection and attachment to these songs, obviously. So there's a couple of things we can chill this down a little bit, other than the humorous stuff. There's a track called My Place. There's two tracks I'd really like to play. So I'm going to play My Place, and then I'll finish with a faster one, and that's definitely it. Definitely. And yeah, so My Place is, what's it about? My Place, what's it about? Joe's here. Joe's arrived. Joe's in the room. Hello, my guest today is Joe.
I think it's about.
Can you just stand closer to the microphone, please? No one understand. No, we have no idea of radio, people.
I think it's about just going and wanting to be by yourself. It were a little bit about anxiety. I think it's a long time ago now. I'm very, very warm.
It's very, very warm.
Very,
it's
very
very
warm
hot here in
indeed.
Cornwall.
Very warm.
So you heard it from the person who wrote it, people. This is about
I
anxiety.
can't remember.
But I think it was,
think
wasn't
it
it?
was, yeah.
It's a nice song anyway, but I'll let you judge for yourselves. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll think about this song. There is no intro, verse, chorus, bridge, etc. The song continually evolves, although it doesn't really sound like it does. Some real guitar soloing from me, real guitar soloing. Colin, watch out. There we go. What is it? You've made it all go dark, look.
Oh, sorry.
It's like an eclipse.
Well, I am very similar.
Right.
There's a place where I go sometimes when I get low, when no one can reach me. I can be on my own. The thoughts in my mind just keep coming all the time. I need somewhere to shut out the chaos of my life. Doesn't mean I don't love you or want you by my side. You give life meaning, of that I can't deny. But what I'm missing, I can never regain. The innocence of youth and its immortal games. Times of no consequences or of any doubt. The only thing to worry was, am I allowed to go out? I know I shouldn't worry me, this thing that they call age. But it's like I'm reading from a different page. Looking in the mirror, I am no longer young. I'm looking older, and the innocence is gone. Person looking back at me looks scared and alone, searching for some answers of how to belong. There's a place where I go sometimes when I get low, when no one can reach me. I can be on my own.
Hello, people. And I'm going to finish with one more track, okay, because 70 minutes, people. Gosh, I'm surprised anyone's still here. Did you have nothing better to do this evening? I didn't. Okay, so I'm going to play, what's this? How about the Sound Test Room and SoundCloud channel where you can send your tracks, upload Looking here, what sort of music everybody does. Yeah, I think there's some things, different things like that. It's a good thing. It's nice to hear what other people do as well. I think it's very difficult for me to do it on the YouTube channel live. I don't mind playing other people's stuff as long as they can guarantee that it's not going to get me a copyright slap. A slap. Anyway, this is the pause button on My Life is Broken. This is definitely 100% the last track. I really do hope you enjoy this one. This is thanks, Colin. This is a track about life being too fast all the time, too much to do, not enough time to do it in. Got a chili beans. Do you know what I mean? So it's a very, very highly produced track as well. So by the way, Colin, you said iWave Station earlier. Yeah, it was iWave Station used on that track of years and years ago on the desktop. Righty, here we go. This is the pause button on My Life is Broken.
Get out of bed, I got a dream in my head. No going forward, but there's no going back. Can't see the damn woods for the trees. I remember when life used to be a breeze. What a breeze, what a breeze. Round in a circle, chasing my tail. Not enough hours left in a day. Upside down and downside up. Chasing my tail like a deranged pup. Pause button on my life has broken. The accelerator is pushed down, tight knot open. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Life's at full speed and the brakes are gone. No U-turns, I've got to drive on. Straight for the wall and I wait for the bang. Wait for the bang, wait for the bang. Round in a circle, chasing my tail. Not enough hours left in a day. Upside down and downside up. Chasing my tail like a deranged pup. The pause button on my life has broken. The accelerator is pushed down, tight knot open. Round in a circle, chasing my tail. Not enough hours left in a day. Upside down and downside up. Chasing my tail like a deranged pup.
And I thank you very much, people, for joining me tonight on the Doug Radio Show. The Doug and Colin, Doug and Joe Radio Show. I love listening to them songs, but I do. Listen, guys, thanks for staying with me the whole time if you did, and listening and enjoying the songs and stuff, the Doug and Colin stuff. We can do this again if you like. I don't mind. But it's nice to do sort of impromptu, not planned, kind of just live streams for what they are. Because I like the interaction with the people as well as doing the ordinary video stuff. It's nice. It's nice to go off on different wild tangents everywhere. Listen, everybody, thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's very, very, very hot here in Cornwall. I'm proper sweating. Oh, thanks, Melvin. Excuse me. All right, it sounds a lot better, in stereo through the headphones and stuff like that. And I suppose we could play the other ones that we didn't play. And we've got an awful lot of songs that we haven't released. Some, loads and loads of cool stuff. A lot of it's funny and that. It's just good stuff. It's really sad that we can't play the kind of covers we used to do. We did like some Supertramp and stuff like that, because you can't, just because we get slapped with the old copyright. But there you go. Joe's a big, massive Beatles fan, so we used to do loads of Beatles stuff and some Billy Joel stuff and things like that. Anyway, I am so inspired to make music after this. Oh, brilliant! See, it's cool bananas, isn't it? You start with me playing around with bits and pieces from the new Doug and Colin album, which Colin hasn't heard yet. So I guess that we should play it for him before we go. We'll never get it. We'll never get out tonight. So, Colin, I'm going to send this. Are you still here, Col? Listen, I'm going to. I watched the other video from the start. Listen, this is coming over to you. Colin, are you still here? Can you just say yes or something? Otherwise, I won't bother playing it again because they'll, they'll get bored of it before we watch it. Oh, Dave's here. Hey, Dave. Hey, how you doing? What we should do is we just do a live stream and we should do the Lily albums. The Lily albums were brilliant and Dave was on them as well. So listen, Colin, you still here? Colin. Colin, is he here? Is he gone? Colin. I won't play this again if he's not here. He's here. Right, listen, right. Colin. I know you haven't been around lately for ages, Dave. Gosh, missed you. Right. I'm going to play this, Col. This is coming over to you as it is, I think I explained earlier. So see what you think, and then we shall definitely 100% end the stream. So here is the track again for Colin, without the click. And that will be winging its way over to Colin, and stop it now for him to do his thing with, and it is called Exit Stage Left. Yes, Exit Stage Left. I did explain. Yes, Exit Stage Left. This is what it's called. Do not change that name, Colin, and no thrash metal. Right, and on that note, we shall definitely go. But I shall definitely do the stream where we do Lily and some other Doug and Colin stuff. That's cool beans. That is. That's a great, because Lily is it was a great double album concept. The Lily's Gone Mad stuff. So I think that'd be very entertaining for people. And if we get Dave along and Colin as well, maybe we could do it tomorrow night or something. What day is it tomorrow? Friday? Yeah. We could do that one tomorrow. So if Dave and Colin are around at about 8 o'clock tomorrow, We can do the Lily's Gone Mad project on Bandcamp, and we can go through that and have a listen. And I'm sure it'll be very enjoyable. And we can have a laugh and a chat and the usual thing, you know. And it's turning into a radio show. This is, isn't it? Hey, what's it on about? An hour and a half now. All right, guys, listen, I am going. I shall be around tomorrow. I'll do my best to jump on. Excellent, excellent. Dude, thanks for that, Doug. I like it. Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Just no more thrash metal and heavy metal drumming. Okay. And, okay, but he doesn't do that, by the way. He's the most melodic guitarist. All right. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching all evening. Thanks. Brilliant. See you. Ta-ta.